LQ Biz News, your daily dose of Chinese entertainment and celebrity buzz. The newest teaser doesn't ease us into heartbreak, it drops us straight into it. Before Xiao Jue, Cheng and Yan He can even define what they are to each other, the story yanks the floor away. Episode 22-23's preview promises a pivot from flirty sparks to moral crossfire, the kind of twist where romance doesn't disappear, it hardens into a test. The show has always balanced silk with steel, but here the blade glints sharper. You can feel the tension not just in what's revealed, but in what it forces both leads to re-examine: duty, history, and the costs of choosing one truth over another. The headline moment is Yan's unmasking, literally and thematically. The preview frames her past life in the battlefield under the name He Ru Fei, the masked figure from those fog-choked years, and lets Xiao Jue put the pieces together. Identity in this drama isn't decoration, it's a ledger. Once he realizes who she was, the past doesn't stay politely in the past. Every shared glance retroactively gains weight, every coincidence becomes inevitability, and suddenly the romance we've been rooting for sits on a fault line that has been there all along. The series loves this kind of reveal not because it shocks, but because it reorganizes motives. We're not just meeting a heroine with a secret, we're witnessing the moment when the man who might love her must also reckon with the ghosts she carries. Enter the misunderstanding that could ignite a war inside a single heart, the question of a delayed rescue, the rumor trail that points to negligence, the whisper that paints Yan as complicit in a death that shaped Xiao Jue's life. It's textbook battlefield tragedy, orders lost, messengers intercepted, dispatches forged, and timing turned into accusation. The preview doesn't ask us to solve a case, it asks us to sit with how easily evidence can feel like proof when grief wants a culprit. And yet, the show has trained us to read Yan's spine as clearly as her smile. She doesn't choose cowardice, she chooses calculus, strategy, sacrifice, survival with purpose. The idea that she would willfully delay aid rings false, not because she is perfect, but because she is relentlessly principled. That distinction matters. Watch how the teaser stages Xiao Jue's response. He isn't a man built for rash verdicts, he's a general who audits the battlefield before he advances. The camera lingers on restraint, a jaw set, a breath held, the quiet before a decision. Where a lesser story would fling him into vengeance, Legend of the Female General hints at a different kind of courage, the willingness to investigate the story you least want to be true. If the romance has always been a dance of equal competence, this is the choreography's cruelest step. Yan must weather suspicion without pleading, and Xiao Jue must seek clarity without letting pain drive the reins. That balance, duty versus tenderness, is the pulse of these episodes. Craft-wise, the preview leans on the show's favorite language, symbols and staging. The mask is more than a prop, it's the thesis. Costuming doubles as rhetoric, Yan's clean lines and battlefield austerity telegraph a woman who turns vulnerability into discipline, while Xiao Jue's controlled silhouette reads like a man who refuses to let emotion outpace evidence. Blocking keeps them near but not touching, that classic almost contact that functions as both promise and restraint. Even the sound design pulls its weight, a held string note, the hush that falls right before revelation lands. The drama is telling you that the loudest moment is sometimes the one where no one speaks. So what's next? Expect the plot to carve a narrow corridor where trust is both shield and weapon. An investigation arc feels inevitable, dispatch logs, witness accounts, a paper trail that refuses to stay buried. Allies will choose sides, opportunists will stir the pot. On the emotional front, prepare for temporary distance that doesn't blunt feeling but sharpens it. The more the story tests these two, the more it clarifies why they fit. She is brave enough to stand under scrutiny, and he is disciplined enough to look past the smoke to find the fire source. If the teaser's job is to raise the stakes without breaking the spell, episodes 22-23 look primed to do exactly that. In short, heartbreak arrives early, but it's the honest kind, the kind that demands growth, patience, and proof. Whether you watch for battlefield strategy or for the ache between two people who deserve a clean slate, this preview promises both. The question isn't just who's right, it's who has the integrity to find out, and that more than any twist, is why the next chapters can't come soon enough. Thanks for watching LQ Biz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.